Hello, I hope this video makes you well. The Lord bless you. Just a quick one. I'm sure some of you you saw the video I released before the Nigeria presidential election that took place 25th of February. I released the video on the 21st of February, 4 days to the election, where I spoke about the Nigeria president, who's going to be the Nigeria next president, who's going to win the election, and then the event that was going to follow after the election. Some of you watched the video, and there's some persons who are close to me started sending me all manners of videos, that has similarities, strong similarity with the message I released. And I've not been able to even go through some of them, honestly. But I just count through some, and all I could just say was that I said, God is faithful. The Spirit of God is one. All right. The election has come and gone. All right. But and a lot of the masses in Nigeria, are demoralized. Are upset. Personally, I wasn't upset. I was never upset. I was only, not happy with the criminals that rigged the Nigeria election, which I said. I'll be consistent, not even on the 25th only, on the 24th, on the 21st video, the video I released on the 21st. No, I've said it even before Peter Obi took period. Please, you just have to watch the video, okay? I'll put the link, I'll attach the link to this video because that video explains dictates, It's like I prophesied about Peter Obi was going to win. That was even before I was in PDP. So please, you've got to watch the video I released on the 25th. Sorry, I released on the 21st of February. You've got to watch it, and then he explained a lot of things. All right, why am I making this video now? I have a message for the Nigeria, for the masses, for the Nigerians. I have a message. God gave me a message to deliver this morning. Let me digress. I think yesterday somebody commented on my post on Facebook, and the guy has been a long follower of mine, a long Facebook friend. I think he's a barrister. Yeah, he should be a lawyer. Olugbe, I think so. I can't remember. Please, if you are watching this video, don't be upset that I mention your name, okay? He's a good guy. I think he's been following me online. So I think he commented that yesterday or 2 days ago. Firstly, where he commented, there was a guy who commented. There's a Tinubu follower who I know. He's also a good guy, someone close to me. He's from me. I think he's in that Akwa Ibom area. The guy commented when I said, if Tinubu ever rule Nigeria, that they should call me fake prophet. And the guy said, he came and commented, that's the Tinubu supporter in Akwa Ibom, who is a close guy to me. He commented, he said that he has said it severally that God is not an higher assassin. And I responded to him, I told him that I never said that God was going to kill him. I never said so. All I said was that if he ever sit in Aso Rock to preside over the affairs of Nigeria and rule, they should call him fake prophet. Cannot see him going there. So this guy commented and said he has said it severally that God is not an higher assassin. Okay, I told him I never said God's going to kill him. So this other guy, I think he's Olugbe or something. So that said that I have followed, that he has followed me a lot for a long time, and he has been followed by prophecy and all that. He used the word. He said something, Pastor Zaya or something. His prophecy is top notch. He said something, but I don't know why he's delving into politics. And I responded to him that to tell me that why am I delving into politics as a prophet is to tell Prophet Elijah, and Samuel and the rest. Why would they dive into prophecy? Into politics, giving political message, give political instructions in their days. So God's will never our ways. Anyway, I have the message. I want to go straight to the message God gave me this morning. Some of you watched the video I released before 2019 election, where I went to a mountain to make a declaration. I'm sure some of you watched the video, but I will just see if I can add a clip of it. Yeah, if there will be need. But some of you watched the video. In that video in 2019, before the election, I make a decree. I went to the mountain to pass a decree that whoever that will be involved, that will have to rig the 2019 election, that they should get ready, that death is going to be visiting them after the election, that death will start visiting them one after the other. It was after that prophecy, immediately after the election, Abba Kari. I'm sure some of you know how powerful Abba Kari was in Aso Rock. It was after that he died. God gave me a message this morning. Kali Broko Shapadaba. He gave me a message this morning. To the 3rd of February. He gave me a message. Nigerians are demoralized. The mood in Nigeria currently now is bad. But God sent me to say to Nigerians, He said, weep not. Thus says the Lord to Nigeria, weep not. He said, my son, he said, say to my people, after the Israelites have suffered in the land of affliction in Egypt for 430 years, I sent my servant Moses to go and deliver them. Moses refused, and I proved my power. I sent my servant Moses to go and deliver them. Pharaoh refused, and I proved my power through my servant Moses. But Pharaoh was stubborn, and I sent an angel of death to pass through the land. God said to me expressly in my ear this morning, let he that have ear listen to this message. If you are a Nigerian politician, to all Nigerians who think they want this election, I'm crying that if you have ear, listen to this message. Let he who have ear listen, hear and understand. The Lord said you say to Nigerians, He said, I am about to release the same angel of death that I released in the land of Egypt. I passed through the land. He said, I'm sending them to Nigeria. All those, mark my words, everyone. Mark my words. Except I'm a fake man of God, this will not come apart. But if I'm not a fake prophet, if God speaks to me, watch and see how this is going to come apart. The Lord said, I should say to Nigerians that He's releasing the same angel of death He released in the land of Egypt. He's going to pass through the land of Nigeria. Those who have held Nigeria captive, those involved in this rigging of the election, right? He said, want to start eliminating them. Joshua, the guy that commented from Akwa Ibom, the Tinubu supporter, I'm going to tag you. Do I need to tag you? Okay, you see this video. You said yesterday, 2 days ago, to be on my post, which I never said, I never heard this. When I said that if Tinubu ever go to Aso Rock, ever preserve Nigeria, that everybody should call me a fake prophet. And you have said it time with that number, that God is not an assassin. Honestly, to be honest, I never prayed. I never foresee, I never said anything like that. All I knew that something was going to happen. You can never go to that seat. It will never go. But now, this is a message God has sent me, not to, He never called any name, but He said to me that His angel of death is released them to Nigeria. Now, all those involved in the rigging of this election, what you just did to Tinubu was a setup by God. It was a setup for His own destruction. It was a setup by God to humiliate him. He said the angel of death is going to pass through them starting from now. Starting from now. The same angel of death that was released in the land of Egypt is going to start passing through the land of Nigeria. And all the politicians, all those involved to rig this election, to bring pain to Nigeria, they are going to start dying one after the other. Some will go to bed. They are going to starting from now. Send this message. This person will not come to pass except I'm a fake man of God. It was a declaration God led me to make in 2019 when I went to Martin. Some of you saw this video. This my spiritual saw in Abuja. What's it called? Israel. You shared the video there. Israel, what's his name again? Forgot your name. You shared the video. We are making a declaration that everyone that we have, those that we have had in rigging Nigeria election, that they should get ready to start dying. It was after that, Abba Kari, the very powerful guy in Aso Rock, the very powerful, even more powerful than the vice president, that was when he died. But I've come again with another message. The Lord said, the angel of death is passing to the land of Abuja. Those that rig this election, that have they are going to start dying one after the other. Congratulations. Those of you who are demoralized now, those of you who are weeping now, weep no more. Weeping may endure for the night, joy cometh in the morning. Some of you felt bad. I never feel bad, though I didn't feel bad at all, because what happened is what I've said in the video. I'll put the link of this video. I'll put the link either on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm going to put the link. But what you do for me, what favor you do for me, ensure you share this video. Like the video, drop a comment so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend the video to others. Like the video, comment, share the video, share this video. So maybe you can get to these politicians, can get to their children, let them repent. Do you want to repent? Do you want to confess? Let them confess. Because they don't. So long they're already involved in this election, the person you did it to, Obi, you did it to, is a covenant child. He carried an auction. That you fight, you are not fighting, you are fighting that auction that will destroy you. So God said to me, He's releasing His angel, same angel that passed through the land of Egypt, is going to pass through the land of Nigeria. Those that have hand in the ring of this election, they are going to start dying. That angel is going to start eliminating them one after the other. The Lord bless you. God bless you. Please ensure you share this video, spread it far. The Lord bless you. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.
Apostle, he has been declared a winner, and he is calling for collaboration for Nigerians to give him that opportunity to deliver. How do you see Nigeria in the coming days, weeks, and months?
The truth is, there are people in Nigeria, when they speak, their voice counts. I listened to the former president, who is well respected in Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, talking to Charlie Boy and Donald Duke, that they should not allow elections to be rigged in Nigeria, that the youths should go into the street, and even if they have to die, they should die and defend the democracy of Nigeria. I've never seen Obasanjo call for violence, but for the very first time I saw him outrightly calling for violence in Nigeria. Like I said, the days ahead are very pregnant, very, very pregnant. To be certain, when INEC declares any result, the results are sealed and established. The only problem is that it's not going to be managed properly because we may lose souls in the course of this program. For instance, the vice presidential candidate of Labour Party, Ahmed Dati, had a press conference today, and he said, we went to the elections as Labour Party, we won the election as Labour Party, and we are going to take our mandate as Labour Party. And we are telling upon the youths to be calm, let them not go wild in the streets. That's the report I got today from AIT television. But we don't know what is brewing on the ground, and we don't actually know what the troops are planning to do. But to be sincere, every indication from every ramification, the elections were rigged, like I said earlier. There are results that were downloaded on the 20th of February, where elections were to be conducted on the 25th of February. There in Kwara State, where results were downloaded, it was a lady's face that was there. It wasn't even a result of the number, but it was considered that Tinubu won in Kwara State. So there are a lot of evidences. If you go to Jigawa and to Gombe, to Gombe, they have the exact result. If you watch the Labour Party chairman,
in Bauchi,
the Labour Party chairman, they gave the same result number in Jigawa and the same in Gombe. That tells you that it's just doctor result that they just transported and then fit into the server. Now, they are talking about elections, Mr. Liu. There are 3 different elections that took place yesterday. There are House of Reps member, the senatorial elections, as well as presidential. Why is it that the server had the glitch only with the presidential election? If they are talking about they did not rig elections, why is it that they said the server had a glitch during the presidential election? Why didn't that server have a glitch in the senatorial and the House of Reps member election? So are they telling us that the same server that was working to functioning to carry out the senatorial and House of Members suddenly reached at the presidential level and they had a glitch?
That is there was no network.
There is
most often the senatorial elections and the
House of
Representatives, they were local elections. So meaning results even came in before. There is no need for the electronic system because polls were read in their various areas.
Yes, but they used it.
Yeah, they used it.
They used it. The argument is that they used it.
Yeah,
the problem is not whether they were done locally.
Yes.
The servers that they complained that had a glitch during the presidential election were the same servers that they used to conduct the senatorial and House of Members. And they had network in all those places. How come? Because all the states were running those elections at the same time. How come when it came to the presidential election? So every indication shows that they cheated, they rigged the elections. But the truth is, Africa has never had any free and fair elections. And if it has ever happened in very few countries in Africa, like what happened to Kenya, which happened in Kenya recently. That was an example of a free and fair election where William Ruto conquered Raila Odinga. The truth is, with Africa, you can't forever go for any elections with the mindset that credibility, competence, and character will win. It is absolutely impossible. Number two, you can never go with the idea of popularity winning. It's a very big lie. There are things that are set in place in Africa to carry out elections. I keep asking that the machines that are used in Germany and France, that when elections are conducted, the same day they get the result. Why don't these machines come to Africa here? That as soon as they are planting the votes, they are casting the votes, the results are coming at the same time like in America and other places. Why is it that ours must take some days for them to transport it from year to year and year to year and year to year? What's the meaning of that? So that's it. So that's what the problem is. So without doubt, they have manipulated elections. They worked it so well that Atiku Abubakar had 12 states. Bola Tinubu have 12 states. The difference is in the number of votes.
Obi had 12.
Obi too had 12 states plus FCT, 11 states plus FCT. FCT Abuja. So how do you explain that all the three parties had the same thing? It's just to let you understand that the election was tough. But at the end of the day, that mathematics is mathematics all of us know very well. They couldn't give a landslide victory to Tinubu because they knew very well that where were the people that voted him. And then to even consider the fact that 94 million people registered for elections, 87 million voters were collected, and at the end 24 million people voted. There's a question mark.
Yeah,
It's a question mark.
Okay.
So on every ramification, something went wrong with the elections. Let's accept that. It is true. Let us accept that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is advantageous because he is in the ruling party and they played smart. We are not taking the elections from him, but he has won. But let's know that African elections are never fair and free.
Okay. This